Hi, my name is Natasha, and this is my story. Although my story isn't anything extraordinary, I was encouraged to share it anyways because some people might feel the same about their story. When I was little, I used to go to church with my dad, and I didn't really feel connected, or I didn't really look forward to going every Sunday. It almost turned into me going as a chore and not because I wanted to. But as time went on, we stopped going to the church, and for, 2-ish years, I didn't go to church at all. One summer, I think it was my 3rd grade summer, my mom and my stepdad took me and my sisters to this church, and we've never stopped going, as you can see. But on that Sunday, I got to go to Kidman, and I met Miss Randy. And if you know Miss Randy, she has an infectious personality that even if you're resistant, she's gonna pull you in and you're gonna have fun. This church gave me the opportunity to feel welcome by kids who are my age, because around when I came, a few other families also joined the church, and all their kids were my age. So we've grown together, and they're still some of my closest friends to this day. After I moved up from Kidman, I went to youth group with Kenny, and I feel like my opportunities really opened up to get involved with the church. And in 7th grade, I went back to Kidman, but this time as a volunteer. I think it really brought me closer to kids, and it showed me how much I love working with kids. And I'm hoping to work with kids when I get older because I feel like God is calling me to do so. In 8th grade, I took chorus, and my mom told me, you should do worship, because I got a solo in my chorus, and she wanted me to try out for the worship team. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't really think that's for me, but she was talking to Aaron anyways, and set me up to an audition that I thought I was just going to watch the rehearsal to see if I was interested. And some of you may see me up there now, so I did make it on. I wasn't really sure about going because I never felt like I was that good. There are some good singers at this church, and that's just a big step to get up there on that stage and do that commitment. This was such a big step in my walk with God because it taught me to take chances with opportunities, even if you didn't know the outcome. Over this past summer, I was given the opportunity to go work at camp for Miss Randy, and I have never done camp as a camper or a counselor, so this was a completely new environment for me, and that's kind of nerve-wracking, but my mom came with me, which was nice. Over the course of a week, I helped teach a class, lead an elective, and I got to know tons of kids who were really passionate about their walk with God and their faith. At the end of the week, campers were given the chance to give some money to raise for missionaries from the rest of their canteen money, which canteen is treats and stuff that they can buy with money that their parents sent with them. There was one camper in my tribe who totally shocked me. After spending a week with him, I did not expect him to give all of his canteen money that he had left. It was really inspiring. Even though he's younger than me, I think that young people can inspire older people. It was just a moment that showed me that God works through everyone in different ways, and it takes time to learn what you're good at and what you can do to walk with God. Over the course of 2023, the youth ministry and some adults worked with Praying Pelican to go to Puerto Rico for a mission trip, and we raised funds by doing bake sales and movie nights, and we worked at Carm. And it was a lot of work, but it was completely rewarding. I had so much fun doing it. While in Puerto Rico, I got to gain so many new relationships, not only with the people from our church, but also the people who went to the partner church we were working with. For our partner church, we painted the outside of their church in the heat and the rain, and we would have to time when we were painting to prevent the rain from ruining our work. We also did a prayer walk, which was the most challenging for me. I didn't really do too well there, but I saw a lot of people come out of their shells for that. And on our last night, In Puerto Rico, they worship way different than us. There's a lot of involved moving, and people in the audience will play instruments too, and it was a totally different experience. They asked people from our church to get up and dance with the preacher's wife if they knew the dance. And I didn't hear her, so my mom said, "That's you." And she sent me out into the lane, and I got up there and I started doing the dance. Luckily, I knew the dance, and I am a trained dancer, so I picked up on it quick, and dancing is like one of my favorite things. I really feel happiest when I'm doing it. So getting to dance for people and getting them involved, there was lots of clapping, and everyone, I feel like my joy radiated to everyone else, and it got them involved and excited to worship in a different way. And that is like by far one of my favorite memories, not only in my walk as a Christian, but also just in general. I think about it a lot, and it just brings me so much joy. My story isn't finished yet, but I hope to continue to create many memories in my faith and also the opportunities that come to me.